Hey everybody, I'm Tasha with the Major Change Group, and y'all, I cannot believe we're almost halfway through the year. And so it got me to thinking about the goals that I had created for myself in January. And I'm just like, y'all, I done fell off on some of those goals. And I did a poll in my community tab asking for the second half of 2024, what are some goals that you want to complete for yourself? And 41% of people said that they wanted to save money, and so I thought that was a good goal. And so in this video, I want to talk about how we can prepare to save money. Let's get into it. I'm really interested in starting a savings challenge for the second half of the year. So let me know in the comments, are you interested in joining this savings challenge? Now, when I think about saving money, we really want to have a baseline. So first, what we want to do is we want to create a budget. Y'all already know I was going to say create a budget. Now, when we're thinking about creating this budget, the first thing that we want to do is write down how much money we have coming in. It's like, do you really know how much money you have coming in? Now, I think sometimes I think we might have more money than we think, but since we don't have a budget, it's like the money is just going out the window. So that's why it's a great thing to do a budget. Now, you can always drop down in the description and get my free budget and debt repayment template. Or if you're interested, you can go over to my Etsy shop and get my 2024 digital budget planner. Because this way, this is going to help us to stay organized in our finances. And so creating that budget is very important. First, we want to understand how much money do we really have coming in? Are you getting paid weekly, bi-weekly? Where is all this money coming from? So we want to write that down. So next, we want to take a look at all of our expenses. So that's going to be our mortgage or rent, our utilities, our food, going out to eat. Y'all know I love to go out to eat, but here recently I've really been cooking a lot more. And so that can definitely help me to save a little bit. So after we have wrote down how much money we have coming in compared to how much money is going out, next, we want to make sure, are we current on all of our bills? So that means we might have to open that mail that's been sitting on that table for a little bit and see, are we current on all of our bills? And this is going to give us a baseline to know how much money are we going to be able to save. So next, we really want to understand our spending. So we want to see how much is coming in compared to going out, and then how much debt do we have? Because once we figure out how much money we have left over, then how much debt do we have? Those student loans, the car payments, the credit card bills, because they're saying the credit card is, I think we're like in $1.1 trillion in credit card debt. So we really want to make sure that we know how much credit card debt we have, or how much debt we have overall. Then we really have to see, well, how much money do we have left over? So do I need to make more money? Because sometimes I really think it's not a thing that we need to make more money. I really feel like we have to have an overall understanding of how much money we have coming in versus how much money we have going out. Because when we don't have a plan for our money, then our money just be going out the window and stuff like that. So that's why I think it's better to budget our money so that we can have control over and we can tell our money what to do. Because you know how sometimes you might get some extra money that come in or something, and then you're going to just like, well, I'm going to do this with it, or I'm going to do that with it. And then if you don't make a plan for it, by the time you go to use that money for whatever you was gonna do, then the money ain't there, and you're just like, what happened to it? Because it just went out the window. So that's why it's very important for us to create a plan for our money. So after we've done all that, then next we want to create a goal. So do we have a reason that we're going to be saving this money? Are you going to be planning for a trip, or are you going to be going back to school? Are you paying down some debt? Like, why do you want to save this money? And so then that's going to give us a baseline. Okay, do I need to create me a rainy day fund and just save me $1,000? Do I need to save $5,000? Do I want to save 3 to 6 months of expenses? Really figure out what is going to be that goal that you want to set for yourself. So after we have figured out how much money that we want to save, then we need to think about, where are we going to put that money once we start saving it? So you can get a high yield savings account, and those you can save upwards of like 4% every month. Because I know with the regular savings account, my savings account that I have with Navy Federal, I'm only saving like probably 0.001% in that savings account. So you really want to get the high yield savings or even consider getting a certificate. Now you have to think about the downsides to any of these, because let's say if you get the certificate, once you put the money in a certificate, you can't take the money out for, it could be 3, 6, up to 18 months. So you really have to pick the best vehicle so that possibly if you need it, you don't get no penalties on it. Let me know in the comments, are you going to be starting a savings challenge? Y'all, I'm really considering starting a savings challenge for July. So let me know if you're interested. But also, even if you are not starting a savings challenge, let me know, how are your goals going from January? Are you doing good? Let me know in the comments. And I definitely hope that this content was helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and turn your notification bell on so you'll be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time. It's not a game,